Hello, and welcome to our audience participation video, Pain in the Thoracic Spine. We're going to explain why, then move on to a rolling massage, and finally wrap up with 2 exercises that are very effective. Pain in the thoracic spine is very much related to the way we hold and move our arms, our postures as we go through the day, whether we sit or stand. When we work, our arms are often in the front. We hunch over our shoulders to the inside, then everything gets shorter here in the front. The arms are affected, the torso as well. That is the root cause for this pain. The diaphragm also suffers. We breathe too shallow anyway, and the moment we do that and don't inhale deeply and assume this posture, we shorten parts of the diaphragm. This huge breathing muscle that reaches from the front all the way towards the back to the thoracic and lumbar spine, and that creates all these problems. So what can we do against this? Well, first, we try to undo all these tensions. Ina, please be so kind. Let's take the small foam ball and the midi foam roller, and we're going to show it first sitting down. Let me grab a chair. Please sit down, Ina. And let me show you here. We're going to roll along the sternum on both sides where the ribs branch out. And on this area here too. We're going to also work indirectly on the diaphragm so it loses some of its excessive tensions. And here in the back, we're going to use our midi foam roller to massage along the back. So let's start in the front because this is where the root cause sits. Start at the lower end of the sternum where the diaphragm is attached. Start here directly below the sternum. Feel where the sternum starts and the ribs branch off. Try to find your bearings first. Where am I? Here's a bone. There's the end of the sternum. This tip is called the xiphoid process, and you can feel the spot is rather sensitive, and that's where you place the ball and check out the entire area here, coming slightly from below. What you want to do is work against the bones from below. Covering this entire triangle there. Not along the ribs, we stay at the tip of the sternum. We stay in the vicinity of the sternum tip. Checking out the neighborhood, you could feel how tender that spot is. Almost everybody is sensitive there because the diaphragm is very constricted in most people due to a lack of exercise and because the lifting stroke, the phase in the cycle when the diaphragm normally goes up, is gone. And that leads to tensions and tightness, of course, to all these negative effects we're tackling here, if you will. Cover the entire area. Take your time for this, because as your breathing becomes more relaxed, you're going to feel better. It changes the whole person. It's going to completely change the way your body feels. Great. Really use some force here. Don't hold back. Maybe go up to almost 10 on your personal pain scale, but it still should remain pleasant and relaxing. And breathe nice and easy. Deep breath in, out. Don't hold your breath so you could stay in this breathing flow up and down. And now slowly roll up on the left side of your sternum. But on the left side, where you could feel the sensitive spots. Great. Looks good. And if you hit on spots that are particularly tender, circle on them a bit, stay on them a bit. And then continue upwards. Basically the entire left side all the way up to your clavicle, your shoulder bone. Work your way up in there. Now, when it comes to the pace, the speed of the rolling, always remember the fluid has to be pushed through these very narrow openings. And that means you should never go too fast, because if you do that and you're kind of rolling over the fluids then, great, moving upwards. And always maintain the pressure so that when you roll the ball upwards and you have to change hand positions, you can keep the same amount of pressure. You can do that by using your fingers to maintain the pressure and keep on rolling. And as soon as you arrive at the clavicle, you go back down to the tip of your sternum and start all over, but this time on the right side. Yes, directly on the breastbone, right where it starts, and then up on the right side. Always maintain the pressure. Keep breathing nice and easy, in and out. Stay a bit longer on the more tender spots if you come across them. These rolling massages mustn't be executed too fast. Always take your time. Your movements shouldn't be too fast. Because if you move too fast, you create an excessive production of connective tissue, and that might tangle or mat things up there. Just roll your way up. And every time you do these rolling massages, you'll get a better feel for where it is best to roll, because you get to know your body better. You have better control of your arms, receive better feedback from your body, telling you what's good and what's not. And like everything else in life, it's a matter of practice. Great. And the moment you arrive at your clavicle, let me take the ball off your hands, then put the massage tools away. And now we're going to use the midi foam roller, the bigger one of the two. Let's go to the mat. And maybe with your head up there, and lie down on your back, please. And place the roller at the upper crest of your pelvis in the back. Great. And lie on it nice and straight. Wiggle a bit so that the roller is right in the middle. Okay. Find a good position. And then start slowly rolling downwards. Put your legs up, whatever more comfortable, and slowly move downwards. As you can see, Ina is in a comfortable position. And even though her arms are down by her back and the rest of her body is not up, her weight, thanks to gravity, builds up enough pressure so that the back can be thoroughly massaged. You could speed things up a little. On the one hand, you shouldn't stop since you want to shift fluids. That's the effect we want. And on the other hand, you should roll slowly enough so that everything is pushed through. Right. And now you have to get up, because otherwise you'd lose the effect. Now you're getting too fast. Slow it down again. The moment you arrive at your shoulder blades, continue upwards, and not too fast here so you don't slip off, so to speak. And prepare for the transition to your lumbar spine so you won't slide down too fast. Slow down because the roller is going uphill here, actually. And great. Keep on going. Slowly rolling further until you arrive at your neck, and then you slowly get up and can sit down again. So now we're going to move on and do 2 exercises. The first one is for the diaphragm. Ina, please sit down on a chair. And now, let me explain first. You inhale as deeply as you can and exhale as much air as you can so you feel completely empty. And then you try to push out whatever air might be left in there. Then you hold your nose closed, come up again, and then you'll have your diaphragm in its most relaxed position. And now, with your mouth and nose closed, you suck in. And by doing that, you're flexing your diaphragm, and that will stretch it. Stretch it very well. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Blow out more, more, more. Bend over, more. Mouth is closed, nose to come up again, and now suck in. Like in mighty rolling waves until you can't go on anymore. And then breathe normally again and relax. And now we go again. Inhale. Exhale everything. Bend over. Mouth and nose are closed. Come up again. Suck in air as long as you can. When you can't go anymore, take a deep breath and then continue. That's a very thorough stretching exercise for your diaphragm. And we're breathing normally again. Take 2 or 3 breaths so everything is relaxed again. Great. These exercises are hard work. It takes some time getting used to. And we're going to go again. Now inhale deeply again. Blow out. Blow out the candles. Yes. More, more, more. Close your nose and mouth. Up again. And suck in. Suck in air. Now, Ina did rapid staccato blows. You can do that too, but you don't have to. Anything that helps you get out as much air as possible is okay. Your actions are defined by your goal in the end. Breathe normally, rest a second. You ready? Okay. Then let's move on to exercise number 2. So, please step into the corner, Ina. Raise your arms horizontally and lock your elbows. Elbows are completely locked. We move up by 10 degrees above the horizontal. This would be the horizontal. You see we're slightly above. Now take 1 step forward. And now inch slowly forward into the corner. Leading less with your hips, more with your chest, because otherwise you'd walk through underneath your arms. So don't move in like this, but like this, bent forward, because then the stretch affects your pectorals that are shortened here in the front, which bring you into this situation. Let's increase the stretch. Breathe in and out, move into the corner, and breathe in again. Exhale, move forward. And that's one of the most liberating exercises there is. You'll notice the moment you leave this exercise, it'll be so easy to breathe freely again, and you have this wonderful light feeling in your chest. And combined with the diaphragm exercise, the stretching we did a minute ago, this is a wonderful program against a troubled thoracic spine. And slowly leave the position. Slowly. And how do you feel? It's great, isn't it? Every time you do that, right? If you've liked this audience participation video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and you can find more tips like these and many more exercises against pain for your entire body at www.liebscher-bracht.com.